Magandang araw po sa lahat. Bakit po sobrang controversial nitong proposed divorce bill which is on its third and final reading na sa Kamara? Bakit maraming bumabatikos dito despite its legitimate purpose na palayain ang mga mag-asawa na nagtitiis sa isang failed and dead marriage? Currently, under the new civil code, there are at least 3 ways of legally severing a marriage. Number 1 ay itong tinatawag na annulment of marriage. Ito po ay complete severance at ang mag-asawa ay allowed na magpakasal ulit. Ito po ay merong 6 grounds at ang mga grounds po na ito ay kailangan existing at the beginning of the marriage. To name a few, ang mga grounds po dito ay vitiated consent o yung pinilit magpakasal at physical incapacity of one of the spouse to consummate the marriage o sa madaling salita, impotency o yung di makaanak ang isang spouse. Number 2 po ay itong tinatawag na declaration of nullity of marriage. In contrast sa annulment of marriage, which is valid until it is annulled, dito sa nullity of marriage ay absolutely void po talaga ang marriage. Meaning, it is as if wala pong nangyaring marriage in the first place. Kasi absent ang either formal or essential requisites of a valid marriage. So example po dito ay incestuous marriages o yung kasal na mga magkakamag-anak at psychological incapacity ng one of the spouse. Last one, number 3, is yung legal separation na may 10 grounds. I must say po na ang legal separation ay hindi complete severance of marriage since the spouses are only considered to be separated from bed and board. Meaning, sila po ay kasal pa rin pero pinahihintulutan sila ng ating batas na hindi na magsama. Some of the grounds po dito ay repeated physical violence directed against the complainant, a common child or a child from a previous relationship, at lesbianism or homosexuality of one of the spouse. Okay, so meron naman palang available na ways of severing a marriage. Then ano po ang bago dito sa divorce bill? Let's discuss. Under House Bill 9349 or the Absolute Divorce Act, absolute divorce may be granted on the same grounds as legal separation and annulment of marriage. Meaning on top sa mga existing grounds na nabanggit kanina with addition of the following grounds. Number 1, separation for at least 5 years, except if the separation is due to the overseas employment of one or both spouses. Number 2, psychological incapacity of the other spouse, whether or not the incapacity was present at the time of the marriage or later on. Number 3, when one of the spouses undergoes gender reassignment surgery or transition from one sex to another. So ito yung uso ngayon na pumupunta sa Thailand para magpa-opera at magpapalit ng kasarian. Lastly, number 4, irreconcilable marital differences and conflicts resulting in the total breakdown of the marriage beyond repair despite efforts of both parties. In addition, unlike sa mga grounds ng annulment and nullity of marriage which should be present at the time of the celebration of marriage, ang mga grounds po dito sa bagong divorce bill ay pwede pong mag-exist during the marriage. Meaning, hindi po kailangan i-prove ng petitioner na existing ang mga grounds sa unang araw pa lang ng kasal. This in turn will make it easier for the petitioner to prove the existence of such grounds since pwedeng mag-arise ang mga grounds na ito at any time during the marriage. Ito din po ang inalmahan ng simbahan kasi for them magiging madali na lang sa mga mag-asawang maghiwalay kasi di na nila kailangan i-prove na at the beginning of marriage nagsimula ang mga grounds o marital issues nila. In a biblical sense, Oppose ang simbahan dito dahil sa sanctity of marriage, which is immutable and insoluble. Well, ang mga proponents naman po ng bill na ito assures na option lang naman po ito. Meaning, hindi po kinakailangan na ito ang pipiliin na way para mapawalang bisa ang isang kasal. Kasi pwede pa pong pagpilian ang 3 legal ways for legally severing a marriage. Para sa kanila, ay itong bill na ito ay ang nagsisilbing tool para tulungang palayain ang mga mag-asawang nagtitiis sa patay na relasyon, which is napakahirap pong gawin sa annulment at nullity of marriage. Further, the proponents of this bill ensures the public of the following. Number 1, not instant or hindi automatic since it requires proper judicial proceedings and compliance with legal protocols. Number 2, attentive to the children's needs and ensures that the children's rights and interests are protected during and after divorce. Number 3, not free for all. It ensures that the grant of absolute divorce is affordable and fees are waived only for court-assisted petitioners who qualify. Then number 4, legally supervised to prevent collusion and coercion in divorce filing. Number 5, not disregarding property rights, ensuring the division of protection of conjugal properties and children's inheritance. May final hurdle pa po ang bill na ito before it becomes a law. Ito po ay if it will pass the third and final reading sa Kamara. So, antabayanan na lang po natin ang developments ng bill na ito. For now, na-discuss ko na po sa inyo ang mga importanteng features ng bill po na ito. Maraming salamat po.